Master D-BATERS. We get different. Mark, Nick, and Cody. Let's go. John in the corner, all gas. Mark got a stat and a laugh. Nick break it down real clean. Cody come through with the heat. Hot takes on the table. Every week we label the champ. Crowd lean in when it gets loud. Hands up, you know we amp. Talk that talk. Bring that flame. Four big voices. Say the name. Master D-BATERS. We get different. Master D-BATERS. We stay lit. John, Mark, Nick, Cody. Run that room. Join the debate. Feel that boom. Master D-BATERS.
All right. Good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the #1 debate show in the world. It is time for the
What's up, everybody? As you guys can tell, John's geeked. John's geeked for tonight. Like it's his. It was my time last week. Mark's time in the first debate. This is John and Nick's time this week. But if you can tell, man, John over here is just geeked with his Broncos pride. And I have to say it one more time, and I promise I'll bury it. Broncos country, let's ride. I promise I'll bury it. It's dead. It's gone. But I had to say it one more time.
Look, I tried burying it a long time ago, and I still can't avoid. I still can't shake them demons of the Russell Wilson era. I mean, but now it's gone, and we're in the Bo Nix era. We're gonna talk some NFC, AFC West tonight. Tonight we're gonna have a lot to talk about. But yeah, I'm John. That's Cody. Mark and Nick Freeze will be here shortly. But tonight we're going to the Wild Wild West. We're gonna talk closing out our two-a-days for the month. We will talk AFC and NFC West, and now we're gonna talk about the ball carriers. We're gonna talk about the guys who are the security blankets for their team, for the QBs. So we're gonna talk about that. We got some other NFL news to talk about. We'll recap week 2 of the preseason. Was there some things that stood out?
Rivalry jerseys came out today, man.
I saw.
I need a Titans fan. Is there any Titans fans in the comments? I need to know. Do you guys really think we copied you first? Like, I really want to know that.
Go do your homework, please. Go do your homework. I tell people.
That was our blue first, thanks. And it just so happens that you guys changed y'all's jerseys this year the same time that everybody knew that we were coming out with these jerseys, and now they look exactly the same. Or that's what they think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so right now, actually on my TV, speaking of drafts, I have the ESPN is doing the fantasy football marathon right now, and they're doing their fantasy football draft right now on ESPN with some of their talents. Obviously, Field Yates, Schefter, Fortenbaugh, the fantasy focus crew, Kiana Martin from SportsCenter, she's on there, and they're doing their draft. They do this every year they conclude their fantasy football marathon to get people to sign up for ESPN for fantasy football.
Yeah.
Can't wait. As we're having the Sports U Football League, and Cody's going to join for the first time this year. We'll let you know how that draft. We're going to have that draft this weekend. We'll be talking about it next week.
And that's my fault, everybody. It was supposed to be on the show, but I had to have a prior engagement. I told him to do it without me.
No, we can't do it without you, man. We can't do it without you. It ain't the same. But let's get to some things we can talk about tonight before we get into our main event, which is our debate, which is obviously our master debate of the night. Cody, we got a couple places we can go before we get into the debate. Obviously, we're definitely gonna talk some NFL with recapping the preseason. We got to talk about what's going down in Cleveland. All this portal drama. Or we can start with everybody's favorite sport all of a sudden, the WNBA.
Wherever you want to go, man. You're in the driver's seat. You want to get the pointing out of the way, because I got something to say about Enos.
Okay.
Who rhymes with another male genitalia.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's acting like too. Let's go ahead and get into the obviously. Y'all been following the story. Look, there's been a lot. The WNBA's been in the headlines a lot because of this conversation about transgender athletes. And one person who's been really outspoken about this, and I think he's been doing it for clout purposes, has been former NBA center Enes Kanter Freedom. So Enes Kanter's been talking about him. You heard him and Royce White saying that that they plan on entering the WNBA draft because as women, which I think is just so stupid. But that's a whole nother conversation. But that's a conversation we're gonna get into tonight. He showed up Sunday night to the fevered Chicago Sky game and sat courtside and had this shirt on that said "woman" with the definition of with the Webster's dictionary definition of a woman. During the game, someone noted one person who did not like seeing him there was Sky guard Natasha Cloud. So let's play for you the interaction that happened with Natasha Cloud and one Enes Kanter during the game Sunday night in the Windy City.
6-point basketball game. Chicago staying in it. Natasha Cloud. And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena. After Natasha Cloud got that bucket, she wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations surrounding the W. That is Enes Kanter in the building today. And he has voiced how he felt about the situation. Natasha Cloud voicing her opinion as well. Kanter was just escorted out. 6-point basketball game.
This dude, him, Royce White, have really made themselves look like the biggest jackasses in the world. My thoughts on this is this. And by the way, the owner of the Chicago Sky has banned Enes Kanter from the Wintrust Arena. And here's my thing, and I said it last night. I teased it. By the way, shout out Danhausen is on the fantasy football draft.
Nudes, just hold that. Hold that thought, bud. Hold that thought.
Noodle, hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
And you say that, and I'm watching Danhausen on my TV. Where the hell is the leadership with the WNBA? This has been going, and it's worked, and it's been real bad lately. Because all of this because Sophie Cunningham gave her honest opinion on the topic, and now everyone's offended by it. So
of course they are. Of course they are.
Natasha Cloud actually did respond. And I guess in a way she's responding to Enes Kanter, but it's obviously a response to the Sophie Cunningham statement. To every trans kid / person, you are part of my community and tribe. You belong, you're loved, you're seen, you're perfect as you are, and you will always be protected by me. Enes Kanter went on Fox News talking about he's identifying as a woman, all this other bull crap. It's just, to me, it's so stupid. It's sad. It's pathetic, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm really getting sick of it. Go ahead, Cody.
I mean, to Noodle's point, and you guys know how I felt about this. This shit has for any of the wrestling fans, you'll know what this term means. But if you don't know what it means, I'll tell you after. This shit looks like a work.
Mm-hmm.
This is a work and has work written all over it. No one gave two shits. I mean, to be totally honest with you, unless you were a diehard women's basketball fan, no one gave two shits about the WNBA until recently, or at least in the national media eye. Like, we really weren't talking about it unless we were talking about Caitlin Clark doing something or Angel Reese doing something. Really, that's kind of it. What it's been around. But now it's Sophie Cunningham and the gender deal, and with the this Enes Kanter and Royce White thing. So yes, the terminology for to be eligible to play in the WNBA was very vague. So they were taking advantage of it, or so we thought, right? But it literally sounds like they're writing this to get publicity, to make this more people to talk about it, the algorithm to pick up the WNBA, to put it more out in the socials, to put it more out in the public media. Literally, we need some reason to argue about it or some reason to talk about it. So it's on our tongue all the time. So literally, this is Hulk Hogan dropping a leg drop on Macho Man and Sting as the third guy. This is the WNWO. Like literally, like I said, they spray painted the basketball, and this is literally Enes Kanter is the third guy. This cannot be written anymore. Like literally, I mean, we got a lot of WWE writers that are need something to do, so it literally sounds like some shit that they would do. I mean, this is totally like some shit Vince McMahon would have done to get a pop.
Right.
And so I just feel like they're taking a book out of him, and I may could be totally wrong. I could totally be wrong.
Right.
But literally, this literally sounds like wrestling. This literally sounds like they're trying to make this entertainment. They're trying to pander to whoever they can pander to get eyes on the product, regardless if it's the wrong way, the right way, up, down, left, right, or center. It's literally what it looks like. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that, Noodle. Like literally, that was you asked John. I literally made this whole shit up and was like, I'm gonna run with this on Tuesday.
We literally had this conversation yesterday in our group chat, and this was Cody, and Cody's thoughts were just the same as Noodle. So Noodle, made me clear, Noodle. Noodle, we haven't even talked. This what you're saying, what Cody is saying, was saying what you're thinking. He said this all to us yesterday, and when he's sitting there, it's like it makes a lot of sense because PR. AC saying can't even go back to his own country. Well, I don't think they want him back. He can stay. Well, he's a Turkey boy, but
the thing is, it's like it just can't be. He just happened to be someone they could pick, I guess, and with a name like Enes Freedom, so we already kind of have like he's already got a story, he's already got a character built. Why not? Why not? And your terminology was vague. And now what did they've done? Oh, him and Royce White have been declared ineligible. So end of the fucking story. So let's just be done with this and flush it down the toilet. You guys saw it backfire in your face, and now you're backtracking. That's literally what just happened.
What up, Jody?
What's up, Jody?
Here's another thing, and obviously we want to keep the story going. So the other night, the Toronto Tempo were playing the Indiana Fever, and that's what they and they made a big announcement.
And clip all of that. AI clip that.
Yeah, AI clip all that. Toronto Temple unveiled their new mascots, Dez and Dot. Dez and Dot are the new mascots for the Toronto Tempo. Dot is the rabbit, Dez is the hare. But there's a little catch with Dez.
But a turtle. She's a tortoise, right? Tortoise and a tortoise.
They are a turtle. WNBA team announces new non-binary mascot with she and they pronouns. So they're not identifying Dez as a he or a she. They're identifying Dez as a they.
Then that makes no sense, because if it's a she, they, that is identifying as it should be they, them, right? Like that's non-binary. That's fucking retarded. Like I'm so lost at this point. I need someone to come give me an education on this, because literally, like, from what I understand and all the trainings I've ever had to take and everything, like, this is ass backwards. Like literally the writing, maybe it's just the writing is bad, but she, they, that doesn't even make any sense. It should be they, them.
Yeah,
gender neutral.
With she, they. I mean, first of all, so basically you're telling me you have two female mascots is what they're basically saying.
Oh, these are okay. So these are both new binary. No, that's
No,
weird.
this
Okay.
one only. This one is not. Dez is
Okay.
non-binary. Now is Dez and Dot. Dot didn't they say Dot is non-binary, but they just said Dez was non-binary, which is
Okay, so according many non-binary, this is according to Google, and this is just so that I can educate myself. And I literally, because this is totally kind of turning everything that I understood on its head. Many non-binary people also consider themselves transgender because their gender differs. Okay, many non-binary people use gender-neutral pronouns like they, them, theirs. Others use she/her, he/him, or neo pronouns like they or zer. So I guess we're just taking it. This is literally an attempt to just throw shit and see what sticks. Again, writing for shock value. Oh my God, dude. Like, they thought the fucking NFL was bad with this kind of shit. This is pandering. Why is it WNBA pandering? Can someone that's actually a WNBA like lifer tell me why it's being pandered so much?
you basically
Exactly. It's a fucking mascot.
So it's
And a turtle at that.
It's a it mascot. Yeah, basically that's what they're saying. AC. It's a it mascot. So he says it to save the confusion. Mo says, I hope they don't. Yeah, relax. Yo, Mo, relax. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. And they did that intentionally to announce it on the night they were playing the Fever. By the way, they lost that night, so it backfired in their face.
What's the temp? Is the tempo's colors the maroon,
Yeah.
the white, and then the light blue, right?
Yes.
And black.
That's their colors. That's their colors. But let's be clear. They did this as a stunt to try to troll Sophie Cunningham. And Sophie Cunningham went had 13 points on 3 for 3 from behind the arc in that game, and the Fever still won.
This is crazy, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like, I swear the WNBA is just doing shit to do shit at this point.
And I said this last night at the end of Tribal Warzone. Where's the leadership? Where's Kathy Engelbert?
They don't want to have that. They don't want to have that conversation, dude.
Where's the leadership? Because no one. How the heck did Enes Kanter even get that close to courtside?
But you're gonna kick him out.
He didn't. I mean, come on now. Someone had to hook him up with tickets. Ain't no way. Hey, he just walked.
Oh, we literally seen this before. It's called DX riding in the fucking WCW on the tank.
Tell me, Enes Kanter, who's been the most polarizing dude,
dog,
against your league, just randomly was able to get courtside, and nobody knew.
Yeah, right, dude. That's
until Natasha Cloud said something.
Yeah.
To him,
okay.
And he got ejected.
Okay.
And then and when you go look at video before the game, he's being protected by security because he's getting in confrontations with fans outside the arena.
Yeah, I can't even. I have nothing. I have nothing at this point when it comes to that. Like, it just makes no sense. And again, I need someone to explain it to me, and you can clip that too, like, so that I can know. I literally want to be educated properly so that I can understand this. And someone that's a head on this topic, like, literally, actually, my sister knows a lot about this, and she'll be here in 2 weeks, and I'll ask her, and I'll come back. I'll report back because she's really educated on this subject.
Darrell's like, don't get me started on that bum. How the hell was he a top 3 pick? Well, I guess because
he's tall.
Yeah.
He won a title though, right?
No, he was.
He didn't win a title. Oh, he wasn't on that Boston team. He had to requit. Yeah, then he'd already been out of the league by then, right?
He might have been out of the league.
Was he not on that Boston team when they won the title?
I hope not. I don't think he was, but you can double check. But I think he was already out the league.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he was on that Boston team or not. No, 2020. So they won in 23, right?
Yeah.
24. 23 championship,
24.
right?
They won in 24.
Okay. Yeah. So 20. So he was out of the league by 22.
Okay. Yeah, because he don't deserve to be. Yeah, he don't deserve to be in the league anyway.
He is a one-time WWE 24/7 champion. So there we go. There we know. Now we know.
Yeah, he had dreams of one day also being a WWF. He wanted to be like the Undertaker. If you're, and if you look at there's some videos of him when he came out of the draft when he was playing in Turkey, he would come out. He would come out to the court like the Undertaker.
But he's not even from Turkey. He's from Switzerland. That's what's crazy. Like he was, I think he was born. Oh, he was born in Switzerland from Turkey. Okay, he was raised in Turkey. Okay, that's right. Makes total sense.
As Mark is walking into the studio in a second, getting settled. But yeah. So Drell said he was on the Celtics 21, was traded in February 22. He missed the chip and deservedly so. That's hilarious. Hey, Drell. Shout out to you last week for pulling up too, dog.
Thanks, Drell. Appreciate it.
Oh man, Freaky Zeke's back in the house.
Who did Freaky Zeke
from Dipset? He's at Freaky Zeke. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, we're gonna go. All right, Mark's in the building. Mark, we talking about this whole situation with the WNBA and his canner. I gave my thoughts. He just gave his thoughts. What's me up the situation on how this clown been acting?
This is right on brand for him. He been a clown. This didn't stop. This he was doing this while he was in the NBA. He was doing this trolling everybody.
You ready for football season, Darrell? Just get your calendar ready. Tuesday, we probably might have you back on next week to talk some college football. In a couple weeks, talk some college football. So be ready.
That's just clown stuff, man. I originally thought him and Joyce White was trolling.
They were dead serious.
Apparently they're dead serious. This is just clown behavior, man. This is not doing anything beneficial for the WNBA. This is clown behavior.
And I said it before you got here. I just asked Cody, where the hell's the leadership? Where's the WNBA leadership? Where's Kathy Engelbert at? Besides, you still waiting interviews with Dan Patrick? What you can't? But you want to get on the fan? But you want to get on the fan?
You don't want to hear that, dude.
Come on now. This made zero sense. How this dude? So let me see. This dude ends up at a game with the most talked about player and team, and got courtside just like that.
Well, he a paying customer. You can't stop him from paying and going.
I didn't say that.
But you can stop it from going down to the court. Like literally, like you're at a game and like you're in the nosebleeds and you start walking towards the court. And he's already like what is he, 7'8", 7 foot, 6'10", 6'10", and you know who he is.
Now this is my thing, and I don't want. I want the facts before I give my opinion on this. Did he have higher seats and walk down, or where he was standing at is where his seats was at?
The video clip I seen when he came to confrontation with the Clash of Cloud, he was courtside behind on the side
behind the media is what he looked like to me.
Behind the media, behind the basket.
But my question is that where his seats was at?
He got a police escort to the arena. That we don't know, but he made his way down there, and he was right next to their bench.
I'm just saying, literally, if they can ban Tyrese Halliburton's dad, they can't ban this dude. But when he's already, I'm just saying, when he's already kind of like the clown and a public enemy to the WNBA, supposedly making a mockery of him. Like, come on now. Like, they're
Cody, morally, you're right. I agree with you, but he hadn't up until that point, up until what he did at the game, he hadn't done anything for him to be banned. He just was talking shit. He's still a paying customer. There's a bunch of people.
I agree with that. He hadn't technically done anything to be banned, but it's a business. They can ban him for anything. They can ban him for looking at Kathy Engelbert's picture on the internet. You could be banned from a private establishment for anything. So
he has now been banned from Wintrust Arena.
But why is it just that arena? Why is not the whole any?
That's funny, Zeke. That's funny. That's funny.
This guy came out and did that. That's why I said, where the hell's the leadership?
Yeah.
The owner from the Sky came out and banned him. You haven't heard nobody else. No other teams have came out and banned him. No other.
Exactly, because Kathy Engelbert's in on the shit.
Yeah, I think she. Again, that's what I was asking last week or last time we talked. What was her trade? Like, what does she do?
If I'm not mistaken, what is she like? A CEO of like Time Warner or AT&T or something?
I believe she was for. Oh my God,
it was signed or Time. I think it was
Deloitte. She was Deloitte, which is they're a multinational professional services network. So they do all these different kinds of shit. Like they provide people to do jobs, basically, like auditing, consulting, fiduciary tax services, legal work, all kinds of shit. Like literally when you apply for a job, I would say 8 out of 10 every application says, have you worked for Deloitte before? And it's because of that, because they're so ingrained in the network.
It sounds like what she's doing and she's good at is marketing. And she's trying to draw eyes, whether it be good or bad, to the WNBA. Because in business, what they say, any
pub is good pub.
Yeah. And so I think that's what she's standing on. I think she will stand on that until she get fired. And I think that will be this offseason. Hopefully. Because I don't agree with nothing she's doing, but business is business.
Another thing,
we've been saying that's been the theme for the past couple of days, Cody, is sports is a business.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there too. And I said it because
I'm just saying it is what it is, man. Like, and we are living in a time where it cannot be any more of a business than what it is.
And I don't know if you saw, Mark, the Toronto Temple have new mascots, Dez and Dot, and Dez is non-binary.
I told.
And they unveiled this the day they unveiled these mascots the day they played the Fever.
Y'all not about to set me up for this.
Hey, I just said we already talked about it, and I already told AI to clip it. Clip that. Clip it again. Clip it one more time, and a third time. Clip that.
Y'all not gonna get me to say what I really think.
That's what I said. I had to go on. I just went on a rant. I needed to be understood what that. I mean, I knew what non-binary meant, but the pronouns here are screwed up. They're screwed up, and they still need to be told why.
Nah, the Taylor Clark hype ain't fading. She's been
hooping.
She's been
hooping.
Nah.
It's just everything else has been in the front line of it.
Right. The hype ain't been fading.
The business part, the business and the pomp and circumstance is more important, because that's why the only reason it's going to get people to watch the product or talk about it. The algorithm only likes adversity and shit.
That's it.
Hey, y'all,
they don't like the actual sport itself.
I got a question to ask, and if I gotta sit out the next show, then I do it.
What's that?
Who gives a fuck what gender it is?
Nobody. They did that intentionally. Nobody.
Why would you make that?
Because they were playing the
one's a rabbit and one's a turtle.
There's supposed to be a play off the tortoise and the hare, but they made they made sure to know that the tortoise didn't identify as he or she. No, she was she and they. And y'all did that the same night y'all played the Indiana Fever, because y'all was trying to troll Sophie Cunningham, but Sophie Cunningham went out there and came off the bench and went 3 for 3 on y'all, and y'all still lost. And it was, by the way, the first time Sandy Bernardello is going to miss the playoffs as a head coach.
I'm confused about some of these antics.
Which I think they did it then because was it in Indiana or no? It was obviously in
was in
Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay, so all right, there's a whole nother story. There's a whole nother story within
a week
that.
from last week. A week from it was literally 7 nights ago when they played Toronto. When they played the Fever in Toronto,
There's a whole nother story. There's a whole nother story in that, ingrained in that whole argument. And if anybody doesn't know what that story is, go ahead and just go read what happened in the news in the last 24 to 48 hours with our lovely dear 4547. Okay. Literally, he has an issue right now with a place that's north of the border. There you go. That's other story. So,
well, speaking of what Mark was saying about business, one more WNBA story I want to say. DeWanna Bonner. We all remember.
Oh, that's the girl who quit the Fever, right?
Oh, say it again.
That's the lady who quit the Fever, right?
Why did she quit the Fever, Mark?
Apparently she said that she wanted to be on a playoff team, right? A team to win, right?
Right.
But she didn't like Caitlin Clark.
Right. And she went back to the Mercury, where her fiance is on the team. They went to the finals last year, got swept by the Aces. This year, the Mercury are hot garbage, and now it's getting bought out literally weeks before the season ends, so she can be eligible to be on the play in the playoffs.
Who's her wife?
Alicia Thomas, the one that choked out Caitlin Clark.
Supposedly.
We're gonna try to put her, But yeah, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, but I'm glad Mark.
Fat coming in with the snipes. Oh, Fat, I need to know your thoughts if we get to it, like about the uniforms today. So don't leave.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask Fat about that too.
Yeah,
I don't think I seen y'all's, Cody. Maybe John show them today, but I don't think I seen y'all's. I only seen the Bears because they were talking about how Caleb Williams was sitting in that commercial.
Wow. But yeah, I'm glad Mark, you just basically said everything, so I don't need to go there. But let's go ahead and get to a couple the other big story that's been hovering over sports, and that's dudes who and that's work release program. That's professional sports becoming the work release program to go back to college.
I'm glad. Oh, that's spicy. And I'm glad that SEC did what they did.
Let me say this, and we're gonna get to it because I think is. So, if you haven't heard the story, this all started. Can we talk about Caleb and okay.
Talk about Caleb in the what?
In the naughty chair. Pause. Daquan Wright. He was a tight end, undrafted free agent from the Cleveland Browns. He played at Ole Miss last year under Lane Kiffin. He got signed as an undrafted free agent by the Cleveland Browns. He was released today.
Yeah, he was signed by the Eagles first, then they cut him, and then he got signed by the Browns. Yeah.
Yeah, so what it was, if you missed the show on Friday, we talked about how a court ruled a temporary restraining order on certain players from the class of 2022, from the freshman class of 2022, granting them a 5th year of eligibility so they can be able to, if they got released.
All right.
If they get released by a team.
835.
Oh,
there you go. I got it right here. Huh?
Yeah, no, 7.
Oh, the 8. Okay. Go ahead. My bad, everybody.
Yeah, so that they would get an extra. That's Nick. Getting an extra year of eligibility. Yeah, that's it. So now it was him. Xavier Harris was a defensive tackle that was on the Saints, who also played at Ole Miss last year for Lane Kiffin.
Is that the one that had sex?
No, that was a linebacker from Tampa Bay. He was a linebacker from the Saints. From Tampa Bay. But all these players who are getting this extra year so far, the only ones that were signed were players that played at Ole Miss last year under Lane Kiffin. That's great. Nick Freeze is entering the studio.
I mean, the judge was in Louisiana, by the way. So,
all right.
I know I can get the shirt.
What you say, Cody?
I said the judge was in Louisiana, by the way.
That's Go figure.
Hey, John, fix the no speaker. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So
What up, Cody?
What up, Nick? You doing all right,
if
bud?
if I fail in college, can I go back to high school?
What?
Freaky Zeke's return to the chat. I don't know why he has that meme is ridiculous.
What?
He said if I fail in college, can I go back to high school?
Wait. Who the hell is that? Wait.
The NIL is the greatest thing that happened to NCAA players, easily exposed to the NCAA's greed, according to our boy 404.
He said what?
That the NIL is the greatest thing that happened to the NCAA players.
I agree.
He's exposed to the NCAA's greed. Like I said, the moment this happened, look, the moment the case with Ed O'Bannon happened, and Sonny Vaccaro, what up, Nico? Where the heck are you?
Where's your pants at, Nico?
Nico, hold on, whoa. Boy, go in the room. I mean, go out there. You getting changed. Oh, okay. I thought Winnie the Pooh for a second.
He thought he was here.
Or Dre. You have a point there.
All right, come on, everybody. All right, okay, back to the show. That's great. Nick Freeze is here.
Yes, sir.
Repping one of the classics on the shirt. Know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite movie for anybody ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But let's get
Never ever be a movie like this ever again.
yeah, RIP Red Fox.
And Fat Dad.
And Richard you said wait, did you said Fat Dad is Red Fox?
He looked like
RP,
Red Fox. He looked
I,
exactly like Red
I finally saw a picture. I was like, yeah, for
RP,
sure.
RP Pops, man. But
Fox. Rest in peace, Pops, man.
so yeah, so this story comes out, and obviously this now became a story because this kid, Daquan White, was released by the Browns, and he was going to be, and if he didn't get claimed off waivers, he was going to go to LSU. But the courthouse and the SEC, or and the Big Ten, they all said not so fast, my friend.
Oh, yeah, the Big Ten ain't fucking around with that.
So the day it started this morning, about 10 o'clock Eastern, about 10 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Then the reports came out that the Big Ten was going to install this policy where if you were a professional athlete, you are not allowed to go back to college. So here's their official statement that as the policy was officially passed down. The Big Ten Conference announced today that the unanimous adoption of a conference rule to prohibit football players who have signed a professional contract or on a professional roster at any point or declared for the NFL draft as an underclassman without withdrawing, but maintaining eligibility for athletic competition at a conference institution. The conference continues to evaluate potential rules restricting professional athletes and other sports from conference competition. So this also brought up because there was a player who was on the Utah Jazz
What?
who was on their summer league team, and he ended up committing to BYU. So you expect the Big 12 will be next on this list.
Stay home.
Yeah, well,
Wait. No. Go.
so
No. Y'all ain't about to get me with this
the
bullshit
SEC,
today.
who's been pretty much the talk of this because of LSU being the ones who've been doing all this willing and dealing, they released the statement. This was in the last few hours. Following meetings with presidents, chancellors, and athletic directors of the Southeastern Conference, the SEC will enforce the following policy. An SEC institution is not permitted to have an athlete on its roster who has, number one, previously declared for the NFL, NBA, or WNBA draft and did not appropriately withdraw. Sign a contract with an NFL or any professional football league, NBA/G League, or WNBA or affiliate team, or been listed on an NFL or professional football league, NBA, G League, or WNBA roster. The commissioner is authorized to enforce this expectation with penalties against member institutions. So this is now going to be known as the Lane Kiffin rule because Lane Kiffin was the one who basically saw this rule and felt the need to take advantage of it. So
Fuck Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, and look, you ain't got to tell me and Nick twice. We live as two dudes on here. We are the two dudes on here who lived the Josh McDaniels and Lane Kiffin experience.
I had to deal with it twice.
Yeah, you did do it twice.
I had to deal with it twice.
SC and the Raiders.
Yes. Hey, you having fun up over there?
Sorry, guys.
So shout out to Nico in the building right now. But
This nigga tripping.
but yeah, I want to play this. Lane Kiffin. He was on McAfee. He tried to, but I want to play what he said.
He from where?
he was on McAfee show today.
Go to front.
But I want to play what he said in a press conference on why defending his decision, why he went after his former players during what was the illegal period of time, and now is officially
Going out there while they on their
Gone.
period is crazy.
Do it. So, we
What
have,
up, Nessa?
made a decision to recruit
Hey, yo.
some kids around the country. And, through these multiple injunctions around the country, which this is not a first time, they've been in college sports for a while, a group of players were granted a 5th year of eligibility
Mhm.
around the country in multiple sports. And through them winning their injunction and entry into the portal, they're available to recruit. And so ourselves, like many places around the country, are recruiting them. And at the end of the day, because of these rulings, they're either going to play for you or they're going to play somewhere else around the country. So we've made a decision to recruit them, like probably most people are. Do it.
So that was Lane Kiffin yesterday at a press conference. And now this rule. So
Not involved in that.
So obviously, I got it now. This rule is dead. But let's talk about how this even. Let me say this about the Big Ten. I expect for them going. The Big Ten doing this. Yeah, they probably do believe in the morality of it. But I think they did this to get out in front of to get it done before the SEC could. Because right now it seems like the Big Ten is right now been the more. They're right now everyone's riding the wave of the Big Ten. But I say this. Let's just throw something out there, and I'm not trying to, and I'm just throwing hypotheticals. Let's just I want to use a realist. I'm not going to use a player who was a top pick or whatever. Let's say I know he was a 3rd rounder. Sorry, Mark. But say Jacoby Lane was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Would y'all have done this would y'all have crucified Lincoln Riley for bringing him back to SC?
Yeah, I would have.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about Tony Batiti, the commissioner.
Who said he?
The commissioner.
Oh,
Tony.
wow. That was a crazy thing. But yeah, I know. Who the fuck is Never mind. I don't know Tony either. No. Why? Yes, you should have. I said this numerous times. If I can go online and type your name in, there's a professional jersey attached to your name, or I can see highlights of you playing at the next level. There's no reason why you should go back to college. Now, if you're 25 in college, never moved up, hey, more power to you. You feel what I'm saying?
Out of here too.
Yeah, you should get out of there too. But if they allow it, all right, cool. Nope. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not cool with it either. If you want to get up out of there, because I think it takes away too much from the. I don't even care no more. Go ahead, John.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, and then go to coach.
Jesus Christ.
I'm standing on this, man. I think that there is a time limit that these players should be in college, for multiple reasons. I'm not a fan of you becoming a professional player and then coming back and going back to college because you're in the league. I also feel like what John was saying, was in the group chat, John was saying is not amateurism no more. But if it's not amateurism no more, then let's just not make it amateurism no more. Let's draft these players out of high school. If they fail, they fail. But draft them into a
high school draft.
But draft them to make the college football like a minor league program.
I feel like they should have been did that.
They could do
It
that.
literally-
Like they do in Major League Baseball. Basically, they
Yeah,
do in
that's
Major
what I was gonna
League
say,
Baseball.
dude.
It's too late.
But at this point, you can't.
Bring back NFL Europe.
It can't be both ways. Pause.
Hey, yo,
Say, we'll give y'all scholarships and allow y'all to be amateurs, but then y'all can, we conduct the whole thing like a professional league. That don't make no sense.
But the thing is they're getting scholarships plus NIL deals or you guys totally cut out now. And now I can't hear you at all. Like it was echoing and now it's cutting out.
Let me say this.
Now I can hear you.
Let me say this. I said it the other day. Had the NIL deal never went through, they wouldn't care. Because look, we grew up in the era where Chris Winkie won the Heisman at 28 years old. But because he went to go play minor league baseball and nobody cared about it.
Facts.
Joe Burrow
literally
was
just
24
said.
when he got out of the league. Let's be fair now.
Brandon Wheaton, old ass.
Brandon Wheaton was.
That's what I said. Brandon Wheaton and Hayden Hurst both.
Yep. They were both old as shit when they got drafted.
Both first
And Brandon Wheaton was the
both
first round
first
pick.
rounders.
Yeah,
Both of
that
them were
is.
first rounders.
Yep.
Makes zero sense. It makes zero sense.
I when I was in law school, my capstone paper or my last paper I wrote was on NIL. And the way I thought NIL was going to be when I wrote that in 2015, so 11 years ago, is not how NIL has turned out. But you guys saw me, what I said in the group chat, what I said on the text. It's a business.
Yep.
Just go ahead and say it is. Just go ahead and let's just be done with it. And you can, and like I said, the education, oh yes, you shouldn't relegate or you shouldn't make education and sports in the same bucket. But that's not the bucket. Who gives a shit about the education? Because at the end of the day, these dudes aren't going to school to get an education if they think they're going to go to the NFL. I'm just saying, it's just let's just be honest. Let's just say that we're going to school to play football. And we're going to college. Going to college is the business. Football is the business. That's what's together. You have to pay to get an education and you have to pay to go to college. So they're subsidizing what they're having to pay to go to college with their football so they can use that to springboard themselves into a professional football career later on. But you can be right now, you can be in college until you're like 5 years eligibility as long as you're getting a degree.
Mm-hmm.
But those degrees don't always pan out to shit. Like you could get a degree doing whatever.
makes no sense.
That should make no. Where the fuck did that confetti come from?
That was Cody. That's Cody. That was Cody because when he because of I guess his camera, he makes certain emojis. He do certain signs. Emojis come out the sky for some reason.
Wait, we'll talk about that for the show.
I think our sound's a little bit messed up because now it's sounding like I'm echoing.
I fixed. Hey, stop hating. I fixed. I think it was a stereo. That's what it was. It says it says iPhone stuff. Oh,
Yeah, it's Apple thing.
I thought so.
I heard that.
Yeah, I did too.
Hate.
But I personally, as a college football fan, I'll just be the asshole that says I didn't have a problem with it. I would totally be the asshole that said I didn't have a problem with it because at the end of the day, all it was going to do is make college football better.
So
Is it?
This we're going to be.
I think so.
LSU would have had it in college, in football and basketball. So
Because now the kids got 5
Graham,
years, and if they're making $1 million, they're going to stay in school longer anyway. So,
and this kid RJ Lewis had a Exhibit 10 deal with the Celtics.
What the hell is Exhibit 10
It's
deal?
it's not guaranteed. B pause. It's basically it's like a training camp deal, but it's basically like a two-way deal, but lesser than a two-way deal.
You signed a professional contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, it is a professional contract.
Keep your ass in the professional
You
league.
get it gets you in the summer, it gets you in the training camp. So but this deal is no longer happening. But LSU was the ones who was probably trying to take the biggest advantage of it, and now they can't. Because only Lane Kiffin would find a way to try to manipulate a rule like that. But
again, like I said, the rule it happened in Louisiana. So
yeah,
literally, obviously, he was like, oh, "Shit, I heard about it first. Let me just be the first asshole to get to it." Don't tell me, and I'm gonna say that if Kirby didn't have somebody that was a NASCAR that went to NASCAR, you know what I mean? Because we can't. That's what we need. We need an F1 driver or a NASCAR driver to come play at Georgia. Because that seems to be what they do all the time. But don't tell me that wouldn't happen. You know, so I'm just saying, don't tell me that if somebody could go back to college at one of these other programs, that it would happen to be. It just happened to be that nobody in the Big Ten at that moment in time happened to be in that group that was going to come back.
NFL need a farm league, man. I think
you can't tell me that Sonny Styles could go back to Ohio State, that Ohio State wouldn't have done that shit.
Exactly. I felt the same way.
No, Cody, what you saying is right. The colleges would accept it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that if you have signed as a professional, whether you make it or not.
But it's like my argument I said. You and I today could go sign up to go to college, right?
Yep.
We could go to college and go for a degree and only spend 3 years in there. Say, okay, we knew John Doe who we're going to school to be an accountant, or we're going to school to be whatever we're going to be, or we're going to trade school, whatever it is. And it takes us 4 years to do it. But we know John Doe, our old buddy's dad over here, that owns such company that we don't actually need a license to work for to do that job. Me and you can leave college and go do that job. It's because we think we're going to make money because the grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Right.
We can get there. That job would suck and we wouldn't make enough money. We can always go back to school and go finish that to do that job and get paid more. I'm looking at it the same exact way.
And Cody, even with that though, even if you go and make a certain amount of money, when you go back, that financial aid not gonna be there. So it's still a financial implication, even with that.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just saying that you're leaving, you still have the eligibility. At the end of the day, your eligibility is there. Who really cares? If you're an asshole, if you're not good enough to play in the NFL at 23, go back to college, make your couple $1 million you're going to make in the 2 years that you're there. You're not going to make it in an NFL at 27 or 25. And if you are, more power to you. But you're probably not going to be a top pick because you've already tried this once.
Yeah. But I thought the eligibility, and we can go to the school days, but I thought the eligibility ended once you became a professional player. It ends if you're still in the draft, once you hire agent.
So that's the way that it's written. Yes.
Right.
So since these dudes didn't hire no agents, it was all right. I don't think there's no report that they did or didn't. But so if you
no, the thing is because they were part of the 2022 class that was not given the opportunity to get the fifth year once the NCAA gave everyone from here on out after 2022 a fifth year. That's what everybody's missing.
Yeah.
So they were already declared, but everybody from 2022 and on got a fifth year of eligibility. So they took it to the court and said, hey, we never got that opportunity because we had already decided we were going to go to the NFL and never got that opportunity. Had we been told, hey, we're going to get 5 years, we might have stayed in college longer. So that group,
they found a loophole.
That group was like, okay, well, we can go back. We're going to take it to court. And the judge says, yeah, well, you didn't get that. So there you go.
Did I say freaky Zeke Senior? Bam.
That's a
Yo.
It says NFL, I agree. The NBA going back to college But I also feel like, again, man, once you become a professional player, to me that's where the eligibility ends. For me, I always thought that. Whether you enter the
I mean,
draft,
I don't disagree with that sentiment at all. But at the same time, like I said, it's a business is a business. To just call it a business. It is. That's what I want. I want some
Yeah.
accountability.
Mhm.
I want I want accountability. Let's can
Yes. It should have been that way. I've been saying it. Look, I've been saying it like I said in the other day, yesterday. So I was saying it yesterday. Just get a union, start a union, and unionize. But they're not gonna do that.
you can't do that.
You got to think. The thing is about some of these kids are 17 years old, and kids in 17-year-olds in a union, it would be. I mean, some you can go be in a join a union at 17 if you're like a tradesperson or whatever, or actual in a job that requires a union. But I mean, can you think about 17-year-olds like working on collective bargaining? And I can't. I'm not. I wouldn't want any part of that because they're going to get swindled by a bunch of attorneys that want to make some money, or their parents or agents, whoever that they want. Tom, Dick, and Harry. These agents are going to come out of nowhere. We can't all have agents like Drew Rosenhaus.
I agree. I don't think that the union should happen because at that point you might, like I said, you might as well just make it an NFL.
Just pull college football away from college and just make it its own thing.
But the schools won't allow that because a lot of the funding come from football.
I'm just saying, like, don't make the governing body of college football be the NCAA. Let it be its own federation or whatever. And colleges still profit from that, right? Because they join that committee or whatever.
Man, I'm just waiting for the season to start, man. I'm ready to see some football, man. And all this old extra shit that got going on. And the shit that pissed me off is all the shit going on in college.
Who played 2 games in the NFL, then go back and
that's where I'm at with it.
Show up at Oregon.
Yeah. Like now you done had a whole offseason NFL training on trying to go back to college.
And come off the bench. Sorry as
a motherfucker.
So yeah, zero week this weekend.
Nick's out of here.
Knicks Trojans play San Jose State.
Yeah, that's
the game of the rubbers.
Oh,
I said the game of the rubbers, man.
They're both Trojans.
The rubber match. The rubber match.
A rubber match.
I think they're Spartans. Over there, the fuck they are.
I thought they were the Trojans as well. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they're Trojans too, but I don't.
Are they both right?
No, that's San Jose State, right? They're the Spartans. You're right. They're the Spartans. My bad.
They're both riding the white horse.
Ain't y'all logo a white horse?
Relax.
What? This part of the original was better than Whitney Houston's cover.
All right, next segment. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Well, rest in peace, Dolly Parton.
She'll tell you.
No, she won't.
Not no more.
Oh, that's some of the craziest stuff today about it's about that. And what's today?
Tuesday.
Exactly. They put 2 and 2 together.
Well, no, John.
We know that.
You know what? Y'all, this is already on timeout. Y'all,
yes. That's a trip. I don't know what's going on.
That's wild. What? He said double D dollar.
She was a philanthropist. She was like
she had a hell of a throat.
She was like Mother Teresa to white people.
Yeah, she was a philanthropist. So she's very giving. She can get some it.
All right. Let's get to the NFL real quick before we get to the 2 a days.
Dolly Parton.
Are y'all all right?
This topic alone, another draining.
Ain't no way that's real.
Another draining topic.
Draining?
Oh, Dolly Parton.
No, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh.
So Deshaun Watson is named the starting QB.
That's it.
Oh my God. And
Dang, looks crazy.
look, she died on Titty Tuesday. What are the odds?
A dino titty?
No,
Clip that. Clip that.
Dolly Parton would pass
Clip
away
that.
on Titty Tuesday.
Hey, Cody talking to you, John.
Clip that.
I'm just saying, clip that. I'm just saying,
Oh.
clip that.
You're saying
And
clip
you
that.
guys are muffled again, and I'm echoing.
I don't know what's going on.
Killing me. The DJ, the farting DJ booth is killing us tonight.
Oh man.
But yeah, Deshaun Watson was named officially. I mean, sorry, they Cleveland Browns. Someone suggested he should go to the Chiefs
For
as a
what?
backup.
For what? What to be the third string?
He'll never play, so it wouldn't matter.
Say that again, John, because you cut out.
Evan Cohen was saying this morning on First Day that if after this season, Deshaun Watson should just go sign with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not like he'll go. He can go there, never play, get paid, and fall off the face of the earth.
Or he can go to quarterback recovery camp.
He can't go back to college. Alabama. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
I said quarterback, not offensive coordinator.
I was about to say he can go to Clemson.
Dabo Sweeney said them immediately.
You talking about go to the Rams?
No.
Who's cool?
Quarterback recovery camp.
Minnesota.
The 49ers.
Minnesota.
The 49ers.
Oh, I was gonna say
49ers.
Minnesota.
Them too.
I thought you were saying Minnesota.
Well,
No.
If he go to
It's
Niners,
definitely Niners.
If he go to Niners, he's definitely not playing.
He needs to just
disappear.
Yeah, in the massage therapist chair.
So let's just go ahead and address what happened over the weekend. So the Browns paid Mark Bills and we got curb stomped. Shedeur Sanders got the start. He played better. Deshaun Watson played like trash. And Deshaun Watson clearly got in his feelings because he got booed for playing bad. And he took it personal. So I'm gonna play you what he said after the game, which has Browns fans wanting him to get the heck out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, that's what made him get up out of there?
Man, I didn't have no reaction. I think the biggest thing is
putting earrings.
I think you guys know too, and I think the whole world knows it has nothing to do about the performance. It's a little bit personal than that. So I think that's the disrespectful thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep whatever I feel with me and my family internally on how I feel about that. And yeah, just move on.
But don't you think, Deshaun, that winning and playing better would eliminate some of that boom?
Last time I played on this field, I tore my Achilles, and that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt. So does that have to do with? What does that have to do with anything about performance? When a person get hurt, especially for your own city, and they cheer.
Does that make you regret coming here?
Nah, I don't regret anything in my life. You know, I think the Lord put me through situations for a reason. So I don't regret anything at all. But you know, I had different thoughts on how it was going to be. But you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes the tables turn, and I'm patient enough because I'm a child of God to wait for that time to change. So
Man, what my boy Rich Rabbit's saying? Shut the fuck and cut this shit off.
So someone clearly in the
Tone deaf.
in the Browns PR department called him into the office Monday because he ended up saying this.
First off, we want to address the comments from Saturday after the game. I think just human nature, just myself being very emotional, putting a lot of time these last 2 years to get back and spend time in this facility in the city, meeting a lot of different people in the community. I thought I was going to get a little different response, but I think my emotions got the best of me, and my comments wasn't intended to go at any of.
All right, that's enough. All right.
Oh yeah, go ahead first, John.
No.
Uh-oh.
Let Cody go first.
Oh shit.
Because we know how Cody feels about John Cousin.
No relation. Go ahead, Cody.
Okay.
By the way, not all Watsons think like that, by the way.
I want nope.
So my thing is like, you got booed. You got booed. Stop being a fucking crybaby. You were a fucking crybaby here. Stop being a crybaby. Like, you got booed. So fucking what? Go out there and turn that right, shove it right in their ass.
Pause.
Be better or don't. It is what it is.
That's a fact.
It is what it is. Just do it. Like, either be better or don't. And if you're not better, and Shedeur Sanders it takes your job, you got paid $35 million to sit on your ass and do nothing. So I have no sympathy for the guy. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever. You cried to get your way here, and you did. You're gone. And now you've done nothing for the past 3 years but sit on your ass. Sorry that you popped your Achilles. I'm sorry. I really am. I don't like to see guys get hurt. But
Facts.
At the end of the day, you've done nothing there. And they have every right to boo the shit out of you. So make the boos go away.
Bingo.
What up, Sam?
Hey. Go ahead, Nick. Hey, look here. Here's the whole thing.
What up, Sam?
Now, the shit about him being booed because of his injury, I agree with him with that. Like,
when they cheer for him.
Yeah,
that's all
the cheer for the I don't like that. You feel what I'm saying? No matter how much I don't like when people get injured and then people cheer for it. Like, I don't. That's whack to me.
That's not cool. Yeah,
not cool at all. Like, I don't like that at all. I don't care what was going on beforehand. Like, I think that happened with somebody else. I think
happened with Kevin Durant towards Achilles.
Yes,
Toronto.
Yes, there we go. And the crowd was like, no, we're not doing that. That's out of pocket. You feel what I'm saying? So that aspect of what he said, I 100% agree with.
Congratulations again, Sam.
Shout out to Sam.
Congratulations again on that, Sam.
Yeah, but the other shit that he was talking about though, he is completely tone deaf and delusional.
Someone can't read the room
at all. Like, dog, like
with the Clemson.
I mean, that was hate and it was unnecessary.
It was funny,
hilarious, but it was unnecessary. But here's the thing: the biggest thing to get over shit like that is to win. Excuse me. Is what the reporter said. If you win and you play well, everybody forget about that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
I mean, look. Now, imagine if, imagine the rest of Ray Lewis' career, he didn't play at the level that he played, and he played trash. I'm like bottom tier linebacker trash for the rest of his career after that incident happened. You would never hear the end of it. Never ever. He would get booed at everything. He popped out the league in 5 years.
True. Unlike Ray Rice.
Bingo. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that situation is bullshit too. But we'll talk about that later. I don't agree with him getting what he got because that's some other shit that happened. I'll talk about that after here, so I won't sound like I support domestic violence, which I don't. But if you win, they get over a lot of shit, dog. You feel what I'm saying? If you're a good enough player, this is what I hate to bring this guy up too. If you're a good enough player, no matter what you do, they're willing to get over it.
Mm-hmm. They brought that up yesterday.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'll give you a prime example of a guy that we all don't like, that we all dislike on this talk about on this show. If Russell Wilson or Cam Newton at that time would have took the knee instead of Kaepernick, the situation probably been different. Mm-hmm. That person would have still been in the league. You feel what I'm saying?
There's a guy that played for one Denver Broncos that had a very similar type situation, and he probably would still been in the league too.
You feel what I'm saying? If you're a good player, they get over it. You feel unless you do something like outrageous like Antonio Brown.
Because they didn't give a shit about it when Tebow did it when he was in college.
What the kneeling?
Yeah.
He was. Yes, he was. His was for prayer.
Yeah, but I know.
His was for religious reasons.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is people were still like,
people didn't like it, but they were like, since they know it's for like a religious reason, they really couldn't do too much because they didn't want to step over that line. You feel what I'm saying? That's a thin line when you try to that too. But you try to go at somebody for their religious beliefs. That's a thin line you walk on when you do stuff like that.
True.
So I think that's the reason why that. But if you're a good enough player, dog, or at least if you play well enough, especially in his predicament. Like, you were before this thing happened, a top 3 quarterback in the league.
Them last 2 years with the Texans
were incredible. His whole tenure.
That's what I'm
with the
saying.
Texans,
Like
he was incredible.
I had the same argument. Like, and no shit to Shedeur. And I'm not shitting. I love to shit on Shedeur. You guys know I love to, but no shit to him. One, the Browns had no choice. I don't care how good. I don't care how good he played in the preseason. They had no choice because of the money they were paying Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson, albeit for all the shit that I talk about him, at one point his ceiling was top 3 quarterback in the league.
Oh,
top 5,
sure.
top 5 at least. Top 3, top 5.
No, at one point, the only people better than him was probably Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so
at one point in the league. You feel what I'm saying?
So I'm just saying that top five, and Shedeur Sanders' ceiling, like I've said before, and I'll say this one more time, is Jacoby Brissett.
All right,
and that's not a bad thing.
I'll say this: I don't agree with they have to play him because they ain't already paid all this money. He ain't paid yet. So what's the difference?
Yeah, but that's the politics behind it because it's like. Remember what I said last week? I was like, Shedeur can go out there playing like Joe Montana, and it does not matter at all.
You said that,
and you know something? Deshaun Watson has played all this entire preseason like he knows no matter what he do, he's still going to start week 1.
And before he got hurt last year, he was playing like shit last year too.
Yes, he
That's
was.
What I'm saying. Like you don't have to. I'm not of the belief of because I paid you this money, I have to pay you. If we've been living life without you,
I agree. But they you know there's still that hope that maybe this
what happened, John?
Go ahead, John.
No, keep going.
I think this is the last year of the Deshaun Watson experience.
Well, this is last year of his contract, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is last year. All the guarantee money's gone. They do take an $86 million dead money hit.
Oh well,
but they're ready to take that than $100 million.
That stadium is already building itself. That stadium is already building itself.
They're building a new stadium. They're building a new stadium outside of Cleveland, I think. Like Nick was saying,
19 games in 3 years, ain't it? And little over 3,300 yards when his last season here in Houston, he's threw for 4,800
games in 3 years.
Yes. And he's thrown for just barely over 3,300 yards.
He was suspended the first 11 games.
Yeah, get him out of here. I'm with Mark.
So
yeah, and then 4,800 yards his last season here, led the league.
I don't think he makes it past week 2.
Who they play?
They're on the road the first 2 games of the season. Their first home game into week 3. They play Jacksonville and Tampa on the road.
No, let them play at home.
Hey, Cody.
So we can hear them boos again.
Cody, look up their first 3 games. Just real fast. Go ahead, John.
Jags, Bucks, Panthers.
The Jags.
They play the Jags one in Jacksonville. They go to Tampa. And then they're at home. Their home opener is against the Panthers.
And then they get Steelers on Thursday night football.
They're going to beat them.
They're going to beat who?
They're going to beat. They always beat the Steelers. It don't matter who's their quarterback.
They beat him with Joe Flacco.
It doesn't matter who plays. They always beat them.
Joe Flacco better than both these quarterbacks.
I agree. Still, but
you know what? It's very possible they go 3-2 in the first 5 games. In the first 5 games, they go 3-2 because they get the Jets in week 5.
They could very much win. They could very much be above 500 by week 5 for sure.
Who? The Browns?
The Browns.
Yeah.
What Browns? I heard some about brown nipples. I get it.
They can run the ball and their defense is still solid. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they've upgraded weapons. The real problem is quarterback.
That's it.
At this point, if you're the Browns, this is what's going on. Obviously, Deshaun Watson is done for. I honestly think they're starting him this year to help with the tanking process.
They have 2 first-round picks.
They're gonna use those. If they don't get the first overall pick, they're going to trade to get the number 1 overall pick and get Arch Manning.
Where y'all got the Jets?
The Jets, to me, are better than
the Jets are definitely. They are better than
they're better than the Browns.
They're definitely better than the Browns.
What's the difference?
They have better talent all the way around.
They're equal at quarterback, but everything else, the Jets are better.
They're not equal at quarterback either, which is terrible.
That's damn.
At least for right now.
They both won in 3 games this year.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Jets might get the 5.
Man,
But
part of me
teams are gonna be
part of
the
me
top
thinks
5.
if Deshaun Watson goes out, he is 7-1 in his career against the fucking Jaguars. He owns the Jaguars. 7-1 in his career.
He was playing with the Texans though.
He still beat him when he played with the Browns too.
That's the bad part.
He still beat him.
Here's my thing, and everything y'all said was right. And I'm gonna piggyback on what Cody was saying. What the hell does it say about Shador?
I think at this point, and you know, I'm not. I've always been. I'm not the one to go. I'm not gonna hold Shador's hand.
No,
I'm gonna go keep it real with him. I've said I've given him credit when he plays well,
right,
and I give him the criticism when he doesn't play well. When I think he does something wrong, I go ahead and say I think he does something right. I say it. I critique him no different than I do any other player. I'm not gonna just hold his hand just because his last name is Sanders and I fuck with Deion Sanders, like a lot of people be doing.
Right.
But in this situation, he cannot win. You want to know why? Because he's not gonna be their quarterback next year. He's in a lose-lose situation.
And
he's not going to be. He's not. Look,
all 3 of those quarterbacks will hit the field this season.
Yes. No, they won't.
I think if
who the third quarterback?
Dylan
He's not getting on the field.
If the Browns stink, they're gonna. If the Browns stink, they'll bench Shador because they're afraid he might win them a couple of necessary games.
That's the only way that they're going to put in Dylan Gabriel, because if Shador wins them games, they're taking him out.
I don't see that.
I don't see it happening either. But if that instance happens, they're going to take him out because they want one of these quarterbacks in next year's
Come
draft.
on, guys. Come on. I'm gonna read you their schedule. I just gave you their first 5 games. Okay, 6 weeks. The 6th one is the Ravens. That's a loss.
Loss.
They're in Tennessee.
Loss.
I think they could beat Tennessee.
Loss.
You think they're gonna lose? It's 50-50. I don't know.
They fucking have 2. Oh my God, Quinshon Judkins is better than Tony Pollard and
yes.
And
they can run the ball,
Spears.
John, and their defense is still good.
Yeah,
and can get to Cam Ward. Cam Ward's offensive line is ass cheeks except for Scarron.
Hey, look, you got Jared Verse said a weak offensive line.
Yeah.
Watch this.
I still think it's a loss. I don't think it's a loss. It's a loss.
I'm with John.
I'm 50-50. I'm still picking Tennessee to win, but I think it's 50-50 game.
I'm with John.
Oh
I think it's losses before in them first 5 games I talking about.
Jesus, I don't know, man. I feel like
Cleveland is absolutely. There's one team in the league that's worse than them.
Is that 2 of them?
The Dolphins.
There's 3 of them.
Who?
They're worse than them, and I think Arizona's worse than them.
Arizona's worse than them too. Trash.
Arizona too.
Arizona's trash. Who else?
That's it, really. Like that's the bottom of the barrel right there. But I'm gonna say this with Shador. Yeah, everything y'all said is right. He's not in a win-win situation.
He never was.
He never was.
What the hell were you doing in the offseason? Because you look like the same dude. Oh no! You know what?
Uh-oh.
He looked the same dude he was 2 years ago.
hold up. We're also forgetting that they have a 4th quarterback in their room too. Taylor Green from Arkansas.
That's right. They drafted Taylor Green, Sam's boy from Arkansas this year.
Hey, John, funny as fuck. Man.
Oh, wait a minute.
John's hilarious.
We told y'all who he was.
But
what the heck were Browns fans thinking?
But look, John, I agree though.
What were you doing in the offseason where everything looks like you just skating by doing the same? It don't look like
it doesn't look like you took any progressions in your
right
game.
with that Bo Nix against the Packers.
The Packers?
The Packers.
Oh.
Relax.
Oh.
The 2 drives we played against Green Bay, I saw something different. And it helps a lot that you have Jalen Waddle as a wide receiver.
That helps a lot.
Sorry, Mark.
That helps a lot.
Sorry, Mark. But when I look at Shador, he made some decent throws. But it's the same stuff that I saw from Colorado and the same stuff Nick was telling y'all he saw last year.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see I didn't see no elevation. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Look, I've seen him make his progressions better. Have I seen like a big jump in my opinion for what I've seen? No, but I've seen some type of progression.
There is progression there.
Sure.
The problem is Cody is right on brand with he is the 3%.
He's who he is.
Yeah.
He's not
That's
who
his
he
ceiling.
But
And you guys want, and if anybody wants me to not be racially charged, I'll find another quarterback for him.
We said Colt McCoy. Don't. He's better. No. Don't do Colt McCoy.
Come on,
if
dude.
it's
Colt
if
McCoy's
it's
had a
over
good
Colt
backup career.
No, but you mentioned Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
He's better, but Colt McCoy is better than Shador.
Colt McCoy is worse than Jacoby Brissett. So that if you saying Colt McCoy, that's terrible. I don't know. I think that like Mark was saying, Cody, he definitely has a ceiling, and the best thing he can do is play the best within your skill set. You feel what I'm saying? Because playing the best within your skill set, you can fuck around and get into a situation where you're on a good team and you just don't have to make bad decisions. You feel what I'm saying?
That's literally all you have to do is don't make bad decisions.
Just don't make bad decisions. You don't. Sometimes that's all you need to be as a quarterback is not make bad decisions.
Right.
You know, for the longest, that's what helped. And I hate bringing this dude up too. Jimmy
Jacoby
Garoppolo.
Brissett is just Colt McCoy with twice as many games, and it's why literally their stats are
Colt
his.
McCoy
You
is
just
crazy.
take Jacoby Brissett and half his stats. It's literally what Colt McCoy did.
Colt McCoy is crazy. The numbers might be there, but dog, my eye test saying that is crazy. Because man, hey, look, Colt McCoy ain't been the same since Marcel Dares destroyed his shoulder.
I'm just saying, Colt McCoy. I'm just saying. I just said like that was
yeah.
a career.
But
okay, we can just Chase Daniel or something like a great career backup, dude.
I think he can get more reps. Here's the thing. I think that
he's I think his ceiling could be Brad Johnson.
yeah, you go to the right
You go to
situation.
the right situation, and you can be a productive quarterback. But
Oh, what about Geno? Could it be Geno Smith? You think it could be Geno Smith?
He's better than Geno. He's better than Geno.
If Tyrod Taylor was able to get a chance and was actually able to go be on a team that went to the playoffs, then Shador could do the same thing.
Tyrod Taylor's been around for 14 years, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah, and he was sorry for 12 of them.
I just saw him. He's Jordan Love's backup now.
Yep.
My bad. He's sorry for 14, all 14 of them. My bad.
All right, let's go ahead and get to.
Is he worse than Nathan Peterman?
No,
Nobody's worse than. Well,
Shit.
okay.
no,
Shit.
no, it's not.
Shit.
No, it's not.
Cody.
No, it's not.
We're about to get to the debate, but real quick.
No, it's not.
Who's worse, Nathan Peterman or Andrew Walter?
Nathan Peterman's pretty bad.
Andrew Walter is terrible. Dog.
I forgot about that dude. To be honest
Exactly.
with you.
Did you see Nathan
That's
Peterman?
Nathan Peterman had a way longer career.
I don't know how long, but he shouldn't play that long. You see that one game? You see that game he started?
Andrew Walter was so bad, they didn't even want him as a backup. He was gone by year 3.
You see that game he started?
Well, he was against the Chargers. And that was definitely, I don't know what the fuck they was thinking. That nigga threw like 3 interceptions within like 2 minutes.
Actually, but in 2 years, Andrew Walter has more career passing yards than Nathan Peterman does.
Because he started more games.
He
He was a starter for because our team fucking
Because
sucked.
he's a better player.
No, our team sucked. And we had nobody else better to play. You want to know why? Because DeMarcus Russell didn't want to sign a goddamn contract.
They've literally
They
both literally started 15 games. They've literally both started 15 games, and Nathan Peterman's been in the league for
But he started those 15 games over X amount of years. Andrew Walter started 15 games in like 2 years, 3 years, and he was trash in every game. Trash.
This is gonna be a never-ending debate. But ladies and gentlemen,
I take that back though.
Let's get to the main event. Let's get to why we here.
Wait, you got Andrew Walter now?
I always had Andrew Walter.
Andrew Walter is terrible.
I don't know. Fucking Nathan Peterman sucks, dude. 700 passing yards. 700 passing yards in 7 years, dog. That's terrible.
All right, let's get to the debate. All right, y'all. It's time for the main event. It's time for the Master D-BATE. Our two-a-days for this season as we get ready for football. College football starting this weekend. NFL in 2 weeks. We close out our two-a-days with the best in the West. It's the AFC West, the NFC West, and tonight we are going to talk running backs. We are talk who are the best, the depth chart of these running backs, and let's get to it. Cody, take it away. Let's start off with the NFC.
So obviously, I took this in the top three according to the depth charts as we sit right now. I looked at this today, and there are so many injuries at the running back position in the West.
Yeah.
As we're looking at the Seattle Seahawks, Jadarian Price, they're holding him out for the rest of the preseason. Stud coming out of Notre Dame, which shout out to Fat. Literally, you guys are drafting in fantasy draft. That is the guy. That's the guy right there. George Halani's backing him up, and Sharb's coming off of that knee injury. Probably won't be back till November sometimes. But after that, it's kind of abysmal. So I didn't even put anybody after that. Then, of course, San Francisco, we got our man CMC with his mysterious phantom soreness that we thought was going to turn into 2 years ago. And then James Jordan and Kalen Black, both of them we'll get to see in the final preseason game. I feel like the Rams room is probably the most solidified here because we know that group. We've seen that group for about 3 years now, which crazy to me. Shout out to Todd Gurley. I was always one that said that we would never see the Rams have another back-to-back 1,000-yard rusher because Sean McVay never did that after Todd Gurley. But we've seen it with Kyron Williams. Blake Corum is nipping at his heels, but don't fall into the Blake Corum's going to take over Kyron Williams' job.
No, Blake Corum went to Michigan.
He was in Michigan.
Yeah, he went to Michigan. He went to Notre Dame. Yeah, he went to
Notre Dame. And then finally in the NFC West, we have Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier, and one Jimmy Connor.
Can we stop bringing up the Notre Dame players?
Let me say this. If Arizona had a quarterback, their running back depth chart would be very threatening if people feared Jacoby Brissett as a quarterback. But you can't.
And James Conner is not. They said LaFleur said that he's not up to. He not that he can't play, but he's not up to performance right now. So he can't perform at the moment. If that makes
he's getting traded. Hey, that's what I hear. He's getting traded.
I think he might go right across the way over there.
Oh, over to Vegas.
Yeah,
because if they had a quarterback, and this running back, these three running backs will get a lot of yardage coming out of the backfield. But you can't.
If they had Jalen Hurts, they quarterback. Oh man. Sorry.
But you can't go to a game with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew as your top two quarterbacks. I'm sorry,
man. Just go ahead and just rip the Band-Aid off and let old Carson Beck start.
Hell no.
Just be done with it.
Why not?
Just be done with Sid the Sloth.
Aren't you boy? Who boy? That's still your boy?
No, it's not.
He ain't my boy. Yeah, he's my boy. Boy, go start, boy. That's what he is. That's my boy. So
that's my boy. He's Andy Sandberg.
I'm like, who's the best? Hey, chill out, fam. Yo,
it's crazy that we got three starting running backs here from Notre Dame. So shout out to Fat. I'll give it to you, buddy. Your Notre Dame Leprechauns and the running backs are producing right now. So
Algier leaves Atlanta thinking he's going to be the number one back, and we're gonna take Jeremiah Love. Sorry, buddy.
That was dumb. If y'all was gonna draft him the whole time, why the fuck did you find him? That's stupid as hell.
He might actually get to start week one though if Love isn't.
He's gonna start regardless, and they're gonna be running 50-50. It doesn't matter who's the starter.
Yeah, I mean he's like, I took all these carries behind Bijan, which they drafted kind of similar.
They drafted him the year before, then drafted Bijan the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. after he had a pretty good rookie season too.
So I like obviously the Rams. I think have the best depth chart. Man, if Arizona, I would put if Arizona didn't have their, and I think I'm looking at it based off the team and who's behind center at quarterback.
Don't do it like that. You got to do it based off of the talent in that.
Because me personally, if James Conner is healthy,
It's James. It's Jordan James. My bad. I see that backwards. I just realized.
Okay, I know. Okay, but he's the best number 3 running back out of all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take him over Ronnie Rivers, Kalen Black. Charbonnet's obviously would have been a toss-up, but he's coming off the ACL. So, but you think about it, obviously, I like Jeremiah Love, but we got to see how he does now against NFL defensive lines. Kyron Williams and Christian McCaffrey are pretty much the standard bearer for this. For this division, running back wise.
The Jordan James kid is the one. He played at Oregon, right? Didn't he play at Oregon?
Yeah.
Like 1,200 yards or something like that.
Yeah. So him and McCaffrey, we don't know what's going on. Well, what's going on with McCaffrey right now? Obviously, contract. But we know
the substation's what was going on over there, man.
That's funny. What'd you say, Cody? The substation.
The substation is what's going on over there, dude. And then what? Black was the running back for Oregon. I mean, not Oregon, Indiana last year too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, McVay said about this whole college football thing. He felt like he was taking a gummy. We know what McVay does in his spare time, though. Yeah, that's why I got the shades on.
Taking a gummy?
Relax.
In the spare time? He's taking it for a game.
He called Puka Pookie.
By the way, did you hear what Puka said the other day on that podcast about burgers?
What did he say?
He said he eats McDonald's every day. He said McDonald's is better than In-N-Out.
Go ahead.
That sounds like a dude from Utah that will say some dumb stuff like that. And I'm
relax, Mark. No. I know how you feel about it now. You need to relax, fam.
But yeah,
Nicholas, there's only one burger joint.
What a burger is
that
trash.
Should matter. Come on, no fucking way. You are great.
What a burger is extra, whatever.
Like I had it in the airport when
it's not all that, Cody. I'm sorry.
It is the best. It is the best.
Nah, maybe out there.
Yeah.
In-N-Out is garb. I hate that shit.
I agree, Cody.
If you agree, then you won't think Whataburger is fucking terrible.
I think In-N-Out is the most overhyped shit. It's good when you're drunk as hell. I'll tell you that.
In-N-Out is just a very consistent burger.
Consistently trash. I agree with you.
I don't like that they don't have chicken there.
All right, gentlemen, give y'all thoughts on this division, starting with you, Mark.
I got Chris McCaffrey as number 1. But as far as the running back room, I think I might go with either the Rams or the Cardinals.
You got to think, it's like the James Conner thing is really throwing me off because like Nick said, I don't know if he's going to be there.
I'm going about it like he's not going to be there because I think he's about to get traded. I think there's no lie. There's no reason to be up over there at this point.
There's no reason
because you signed Algier over there and you drafted Jeremiah Love. So, and he was already there. And I understand he's very serviceable when he plays, but he's obviously the odd man out. There's literally no reason for you to keep him. You're going to run the football so many times. So I don't know. I think he'll be on a different team. But I have the
I'm with Cody though. I think that team he'll be is literally directly across.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially if Jensen's not available for week 1.
Nick, that message is for you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Go Raiders.
That sounds like hate.
Oh yeah, there was definitely some hate going on. Somebody changed the picture, which was absolutely crazy.
All right, I think that's to Nick. That's towards Nick. It ain't towards me.
Yep.
No, that ain't towards me. That's towards Nick.
That's definitely towards me.
Yeah, I get a different salute.
Stand at attention, sir.
I don't know which one works. Honestly, Nick, I don't know which one works. John or Nestor. I don't know which one
I don't
works.
know.
No, they're not.
Never.
No, they're not.
So you in there, master.
No, they're not.
Y'all need to chill out.
Blasphemy.
No, they're not.
That's the funniest joke I've heard all day, Mark.
Y'all two like the tag team duo of the world, dog.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are out of pocket.
Y'all the modern day
Now, John.
Yeah, for real.
Now, John.
What?
Y'all just a couple steps behind. Because what Nessa did earlier today,
Wait.
in the group chat.
Oh,
what did I
yeah.
miss?
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Put my phone down after that shit.
No, I'm saying, man.
Who's that picture?
Yo, you good? All right. I'm gonna say okay. So
That's what Smoke Raptor was doing about Marley.
So-
And they was saying, come a lot. I mean, Bumba Clock, whatever they were saying.
Bumba clock.
Boom,
Bum.
boom talking like
He said Bumba clock.
yeah. So McCaffrey, I have him in the best running back in the division, and I'm gonna go Kyron Williams. See, okay, I'll go with Jeremiah Love,
Man.
and then but then you go Price probably, but they're probably not to be too get off on long guys because I haven't seen the rookies play, but I would think Jeremiah Love obviously he's a better prospect, but Jadarian Price is in a better situation. So I think but I think Love will be the better player. Then when I think at the number 2 running backs, Algier is the better running back to me. I'll take him over Blake Corum. And then you go Jordan James. Then you go Kenley. You go Helani. And like Nick said, I think James Conner, when they get down to start trimming the roster down to 53, he's going to be on the trade block. Because there's no purpose of having a guy that talented sitting there as your number 3 running back. He's not a special teamer. He's not a kick returner. He plays between the tackles. Oh shit!
Mark, did you know that Leslie Frazier is the assistant head coach for Seattle?
I actually saw that yesterday.
All right.
That's right. Right, because the Seahawks are on Hard Knocks, so I saw that.
All right. So
last
look,
week.
the best running back I got is Kyron Williams. I have Kyron Williams over Christian McCaffrey off the simple fact that Christian McCaffrey has been on the field about a few more times than I have over the past couple of years.
All right.
I understand when he's on the field, he's one of those guys, but history has shown, no, that's since he's been up over the 49ers, it's only happened like twice. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta go with what's going on. And I have I think I have the Rams with the best running back room too. I think they have two I think this year gonna be one of those years for Blake Corum to show like he's gonna have a Michael Turner behind LT type year, where you feel like this guy gonna be a RB1 for somebody's team if it ain't gonna be the Rams. But yeah, that's what I got. And the number 2 I probably have is the Cardinals. Because I think their first 2 running backs are absolutely ridiculous.
I have a brain cramp. Cody, did you give yours?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go CMC. 311 attempts last season is just unheard of. 311 attempts.
And now he's 30.
Career year, like the most 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. And he was my first round pick in a recent draft that I had, so I was a number 6 spot.
Why you gonna do that?
413 touches, led the league. Touches in general. I don't know, man. CMC, I think one. I got to give Kyron number 2, even though I shit on him for a couple years there. Jeremiah Love probably has the talent for sure, but I think Jadarian Price. But I don't know though. With them losing Kubiak to y'all's Raiders, Nick, man, that scares me.
Yeah.
Scares me in a way.
It's all according
I
to
think
they got,
Algier
taking over.
Algier has all the potential though. Algier could be like you said, could be a number 1 in any
For sure.
other offense, but he always seems to get screwed behind somebody that comes in with more hype than he did. So
And it's happening again.
Yeah, man. Well, Cody, you said how many touches did McCaffrey get?
311.
Yeah, he had 311 attempts
413.
rushing, but 413 total.
Touches. So, I mean, 102 receptions.
That's crazy because based off of the past 48 hours, we found out to do a lot of touching in the 49ers organization.
He had 924 yards receiving too last season.
They touch, they receive, and
They turn tight ends wide receivers
and trailer parks.
turn a fullback to a halfback,
Oh,
then turn
God.
to a quarterback.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing in a trailer park? But that's another conversation.
$140 prostitute.
Getting
I'll
plunged.
say it.
Getting what?
Plunged.
Did you say getting plugged?
It was a sting. It was a sting.
Yeah, he got caught up. He did get caught up in a
Wait, Sting was there?
not that sting.
Which one?
Not the police.
It was a sting. They were like,
What
it was
police
like
were there?
the catch.
Yeah, the police
It
were
was
there.
like the catcher. It was like the catch a predator type shit.
They say he pulled over
He did a baseball bat?
their trailer park, and that's why he got caught up in the sting.
What was the could have been weapon?
His cell phone.
I know what could have been weapon.
Because it was a trafficking investigation.
I know what could have been weapon was.
Yo,
So it could have been. It could have been. It could have been anything. It could have been a flashlight. It could have been. I mean, I'll say
anything you
it.
can
It could have been
communicate
a.
with. They said it was his phone though. It was a Rose.
I said it could have been a one vibrator. I don't know. Clip that.
It could have been a bike pump.
Not a bike.
Let's go to the AFC West. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
So obviously, you got me and Nick here, so we got where our biases lie.
Yeah.
But let's look at the AFC West. Obviously, I'm gonna start with my squad because we won the damn division. I know that we're not. I know the Chiefs are at the top, but obviously, J.K. Dobbins hopefully stays healthy this year. R.J. Harvey had a solid rookie year. We drafted Jonah Coleman in the 4th round. He's gonna be someone I think people need to really keep an eye on this season. Obviously, mixed Raiders, Ashton Jeanty. I expect a bounce back. You expect a bounce back season. Now it was just an ankle injury. Some people thought it was a knee injury, but it was just an ankle injury. They get a steal in the 4th round with Mike Washington Jr. out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Then you got Dylan Love, who was their 3rd running back. And then let's look at the Chargers. Omarion Hampton. Obviously, I actually wanted the Broncos to draft him last year, but
I thought y'all going to draft him.
yeah, damn it, damn Chargers. And then Keaton Mitchell in
They
there,
did shit with him.
and then Kamani Vidal, and now they got Mike McDaniel over there. So let's see where that
He's
goes.
gonna
And
use.
then-
He's gonna. Mike McDaniel's gonna Mike McDaniel and use all them fucking guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
and then the Chargers. I mean, and then the Chiefs. Definitely, obviously, they signed the Super Bowl Kenneth Walker. They get Amari. They get Nick's boy Amari Mercado, and then Emmett Johnson.
I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
I'm not just saying this because he plays for the Chiefs and all, but history has shown that when these Super Bowl MVPs, they leave and go to another team. I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen with him, because I think he's in a better situation than some of these other guys have been in.
He's hurt right now too. He got hurt today.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm just saying, like, based off of history, when these Super Bowl MVPs leave and they go get paid, history has shown that these guys have not been well on the next team they sign with. That's all I'm saying. I wish the best for him. I don't never miss wish injury upon no player. But
Listen to the pundit. Listen to the pundits. They'll tell you that he's going to be RB1 this year, and I'm
who,
like,
Kenneth Walker?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I
could
don't
be.
know. I don't feel like their offensive line's that good.
I think that Seattle have a run scheme offense, and that helped Kenneth Walker a lot. We'll see how good he is.
Yeah, because guess what? They don't run that same scheme because for the people that know football, obviously,
I mean, they got
Well,
Bieniemy back, so that's why everybody thinks that
but-
he's going to have a great year. But
they don't run his
he's
own
not-
blocking.
yeah, he's not 2000.
Yeah.
2015 or 2016 Kareem Hunt, who
Yeah.
is about to
Yeah.
steal Isaiah Pacheco's job for one more time.
Yeah, that's well. It was never. It shouldn't have been Isaiah Pacheco's job in the first place.
He run like a toddler.
Who? Isaiah Pacheco?
Yeah.
He running like Nico to be running around here. Except Nico run with more power.
He better get his job swiped by Kareem Hunt one more time.
Yep. Kareem Hunt said, I need to get my job back from over here, and he got it back. He said, I'm gonna get your job from over here too. But nah, yeah. I honestly think that John, I think y'all I think y'all had the most questionable running back room to me. Between y'all and the Chargers. I don't because there's too many question marks involved with some of the guys. Like as far as like, even like with J.K. Dobbins, he played very well. But both you and the Chargers when you was up over there. But it's like, I don't know. You feel me? So it's the injuries. RJ, I don't know. It's everything is I don't know with y'all running backs. You feel what I'm saying? It could either be very good or it could be You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me explain what I'm running back room. All this is going to rely on J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, for sure.
They invested in bringing him back. We know his injury history. He hasn't been right since really his rookie year in Baltimore. You come off a torn ACL, torn Achilles. Obviously, like Nick said, he had the good year. He had the good year with the Chargers. He
got hurt that year too.
He ended up with us. He got hurt last year and missed the rest of the season. And I think we could have used him in the playoffs. Because I think RJ Harvey, he's a good running back, but he's not a
between the tackles.
And we're going to see what Jonah Coleman is. But this is going to start and ride or die with J.K. Dobbins. Back to Nick's point about the Chargers. This is going to start and ride or die with Omari and Hampton. Nothing against Keenan Mitchell or Kamani Vidal, who filled in for him last year when he got hurt.
Yeah, Vidal played really well last year.
But
he's played like shit. He's played like shit in the preseason.
Right.
Because it's expectations now, Cody. When you have expectations, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
You got Omari and Hampton in there to try to be a security blanket for Justin Herbert. And clearly, we know that Mike McDaniel, he doesn't use just one running back. We've seen that when he was with the Niners. We've seen that when he was with the Dolphins. He likes
Mike McDaniel. Logic.
Who's the sticking to?
Dolphins.
Who's that?
Oh,
that's eight. That's eight.
But fish food.
That's all Dolphins is shark food.
Shark food.
That's all a Dolphin is shark food. Right. To the Raiders.
I mean that Chargers room, none of those guys have ever completed a full season.
No.
Keaton Mitchell in his time in Baltimore when he got hurt 2 years ago.
Yeah, toward ACL.
He's got
And to the Raiders, obviously everything's going to rely with Ashton. With Ashton Jitsy's hope is going to be on, can this line make the holes for him and he doesn't be getting a lot more contact.
Which he has not been getting in the preseason.
Which last year he led the league in negative yardage.
Yep. Dog, if he got half of that yardage, he would have had a 1,500-yard year.
And let's be clear, he rushed for over 900 yards last year as a rookie. So you take away some of those like 400 yards of negative play, he probably, like Nick said, has 1,500 yards from scrimmage. Mike Washington Jr. is a steal. I watched him in the SEC. He's gonna be a change.
Hey, look, I was happy as hell when we drafted him. I said we got us a 1-2.
And a lot of people thought he would have been gone day 3. He definitely thought it was a third round. Day 2. Thought he'd at least get a third round pick, but you never know. And here he is. I don't know much about Dylan Love. And then when
he's like a he's like he would be like Darren Sproles for us.
Okay, so he's a change of pace.
I mean, I saw Dylan Lobby, like they were saying when y'all in the preseason game the other night when y'all were playing us that they were saying that he's like Christian McCaffrey type back, and I was like, why are you putting that fucking man's name in the same conversation? The other man's name? Oh wait, because he's a white running back.
That's funny as shit. I think it's like a similar skill set, but not the same level of skill set. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like he's supposed to run, he can catch, and he's supposed to be helping us with like with pass blocking and stuff like that. Because I think they said, well, the big thing
he's
about Mike Washington,
too, right?
Yeah, he is. The thing about Mike Washington was they said that he couldn't pass block really too well. Which, if you watch the preseason games, he's worked on that. You can tell a lot throughout the offseason. So, I think that I'm not being biased at all. I'm just being real. I think our running back room has the most potential to be like the best. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like our running back room to be the most productive. Because I think there's a lot of it's the question marks with everybody else besides us. You feel what I'm saying? We know if the Raiders could block, Ashton Jitzy would have had a hell of a year last year. Because he played very well considering the motherfucker had a goddamn person right there every time he got the ball handed to him. Except for like 2 games. You feel what I'm saying? So, and like you said, we got Mike Washington. So, you know, I feel like our running back room has the most potential. We may not have the best running back. Maybe we do.
Is Ashton Genty? Is it really his ankle, or are the Raiders just kind of playing this safe and it's actually maybe high ankle or something worse?
Every single day you hear about it. The whatever's wrong with him is at first at one point it was his knee, then it was like his calf, and it went to a high ankle, went to just a regular ankle.
That's like
it's gonna be like his toe next. You feel what I'm saying? No, they say he can walk. He's good. If it was his Achilles, he would have been had the surgery. He would have been done.
And then with the Chiefs, obviously Mahomes is coming back, but I think all eyes on this running back. You sign Kenneth Walker, Marty DeMarcado.
They need to run the ball,
but they will.
Yeah, they are. They need to.
They need to make sure that you don't put Mahomes in danger.
That's why they got Walker.
If you come out there and you having him look like who he was before the ACL and the knee injury, you're putting him in a place to be unsuccessful. But I think, like, when I look at these depth charts and I hand it over to Mark, I do like the Raiders depth chart better because I like Genty and Mike Washington. I would put the Chiefs second because I was a Walker. I like Kenneth Walker over Amari and Hampton. Then I'll have the Chargers because obviously, but the Chargers and us are the coin flip for who's last because our two number ones aren't reliable injury wise, and their number one got hurt as a rookie. So, and I think it all depends. But when it's all said and done, this is going to be a black and blue conference. All these running backfields are going to be black and blue. Go ahead, Mark.
I probably would take the Raiders as the best running back room in this division. And this is based on if everybody is completely healthy, right?
Yes.
I probably would have Broncos second. I'm not a big fan of Kenneth Walker. I know he had a good year last year. But I feel like if J.K. Dobbins can be healthy, but that's a big if.
Yeah.
And then RJ Harvey, I think that 1-2 combination is really good, and I think that's better than the Chiefs. Yeah.
The Chargers got the worst running back on for sure.
The Chargers got the worst running back on in this whole West division,
for sure.
NFC and the AFC. And then I will have the Chiefs third.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, John. I would have had y'all number 2 if I didn't have the question mark behind J.K. Dobbins.
I'm going off based off of if everybody's
healthy. Yeah, for sure. Broncos number 2.
Broncos 2.
But like I said, I can't trust J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah,
I know this.
That nigga get hurt in Madden.
He's had a torn ACL, got a torn Achilles. He had the list rank injury last year.
He got a list.
He got a broken foot. At least he had a
he got a list injury. I was say, damn, Mike. Injuries list.
All right, go Cody.
Man, I want to give it to. I think Vegas has the best running back in the AFC West for sure because I think Genty's better. Kenneth Walker was had 16th most yards last season. Like he was. Breece Hall, Rico Dowdle, Tony Pollard, DeAndre Swift had more yards than him, and that tells me enough. He just went off during the playoffs, and they had the defense. Him and that defense went hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Seattle's offensive line was very good too.
And Kubiak made them. Anybody with the name Kubiak can make a running back a star, and I think the Kubiak has got him a top running back now, and he's about to make him even more of a star. He was a star coming in. He's about to live up to that potential. So I think the Raiders are number 1 here. I'm gonna give it to Kansas City just because I know what a healthy Kenneth Walker can do. I feel like Denver, no shade to your Broncos, John, but J.K. Dobbins and RJ Harvey are combined to make one running back. Until otherwise proven, and then Los Angeles, it's Amari and Hampton or bust. Like literally, Keaton Mitchell is okay, but this is it's
good.
Omar and Hampton are bust. So I think that it's Vegas, Kansas City, and then the two one-legged man in the ass kicking contest with JK and RJ, and then you got the Chargers. Personally, but I mean, we've seen Mike McDaniel do crazier shit with a bag of dicks. So I'm just saying.
Where did he go buy
over there? I mean, he's just obviously you could buy him in Miami because that's what he that's what he had down there. Jeff Wilson Jr. and fucking who else from San Francisco did he take down there?
Hey, Cody, give me 1 second. Did you just hear what John said, y'all? John just said go to the WNBA, go to a WNBA game. I'm gonna put that out there.
Yes, you can. Obviously, they're throwing him on the court.
Yes,
that's insane.
And Inez Campbell's catching.
Who's that? The players or the fans?
The fans are throwing. They keep theirs in the locker room. Kayla Clark got one. She was gripping her shit during the game.
Or maybe her pH is off.
Yeah. No, she just got a pH during the game.
I'm pH.
Robert Horton? Pretty home.
All right, and tonight's episode is sponsored by Trojans, Durex, and Blue Chews.
That's wild.
And the only John's logo here at the top.
And Nick disappeared, which is crazy. Where the hell did Nick go? Where the hell did Nick go?
He just literally like evaporated into the curtain. I mean, into the background.
Where the hell did Nick go? Did anybody find Nick? Nick!
Shout out to the only John.
I just say, Nick, you don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about you being the four horsemen right now. I mean, want to be the horseman right now?
I won't.
You want to be?
So who's the since we're doing the best running back, but obviously unbiased John. Who's the best? Who's the best team out of all 8 of these? Like, who's the most complete team? Obviously, we know you're gonna say your team, but if you didn't say the Broncos, who else would you say?
Definitely the Rams. The Rams are the best team upon this list.
Rams definitely won,
and I don't think it's close either.
I think it's Rams, Broncos, Chiefs, Niners, Chiefs, Seattle.
I don't know.
I think the Chiefs are probably the 4th best team at best on this list.
I hate to give them credit. I think the Chargers might be a little bit better than Chiefs. Might be.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. They should be better than them, but they're probably not because they fucking suck. But it's all good.
What?
AC said, Canberra catching both ways. All right. No, let's get to our final segment of the show.
The only John. Oh,
relax. Something that they never duplicated.
Shout out to the only Johns. Everybody click that link up there.
You heard?
Texans rivalry jerseys were better. They're the best one that came out today. I'm saying it right now.
I haven't seen them.
Rest of them are cheeks. Rest of them are cheeks. I thought I put it in the group chat, Mark. Maybe I didn't.
Let's get to calling out names, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
My calling out names is all this. All this. Dan Orlovsky. I don't know if any of y'all had Dan Orlovsky, but if we did, I'll speak for all of us. All this stuff Dan Orlovsky was saying yesterday about he felt basically saying get rid of Deshaun Watson, basically pandering to Shador. Browns fans don't deserve what Browns fans kick rocks. Y'all the ones who look. I have no problem with you booing a player when he's not living up to his contract or playing well. That's part of being a fan.
You boo the player when he's injured? No. There's a lot of karma for y'all. Y'all been going through this for the last 30 years. From Tim Couch all the way now to Shedeur Sanders.
What?
I got nigga, how many quarterbacks y'all done had in y'all? From Tim Couch to Derek Anderson to Brandon Whedon and even trying to bring in Joe Flacco and Baker Mayfield and RG.
Who is Deshaun Kaiser?
Deshaun Kaiser.
Sorry.
RG3.
He was soft. Never mind. I'm not talking hater again.
Tyrod was there.
Tyrod, obviously.
No sense.
How many quarterbacks y'all done had in that? But Shedeur's the savior.
Who else?
Kelly Holcomb.
Who was the quarterback from South Carolina? The white kid that run the ball. He played there too.
Steven Garcia.
No. Shit, I can't remember.
But that just shows you how bad they did at quarterback.
Deshaun Kaiser was crazy.
They took Deshaun Kaiser in the second round.
I need to go sorry in college too. Hey, what college you play?
Relax. Yeah, so all this sympathy for the Browns, I have none. You pay for what you got. The
Connor Shaw. That's who I was thinking
Connor
about.
Shaw.
Wow, Connor Shaw.
Wow.
That's my wait. Was it what was the dude that was the Patriots backing for the longest? That was ready back.
Ryan Hoyer.
Ryan Hoyer.
Trust me, I lived through that experiment too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He went with Houston because he was
Ryan
a
Hoyer,
Bill.
that's crazy.
Because he was Bill O'Brien. He was a Bill O'Brien guy. So therefore,
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bill O'Brien ruined the Texans the same way Rex Ryan. Never mind.
Yeah, we got out of here with a lot of sympathy for the Browns. All that stuff that Dan Orlovsky was talking yesterday was just flat out idiotic. Y'all go ahead. Y'all got anybody else?
Do I have anybody on calling out names? I think I saved.
Who put Cheeks in the group chat?
I don't know.
Oh, Mark, check your phone. I sent you the Texans jerseys.
All right. I don't think I have. Actually, I do have to call them that. I have the delusional sports fan on calling out names. So, Mark, do you remember the MLB steroid era?
Mm-hmm.
From 88 to 2006, right? Basically around that time, that was the NFL had a steroid era too, right? Like basically like 87 to like 05, somewhere between that range.
Yeah.
The NHL had a steroid era, right? From 88 basically 2005. Now, basically, all those sports were using steroids of somewhat around that time, right?
Yeah.
What sport am I missing?
Basketball, NBA.
All right, so you remember the years I just said?
88, pretty much
88
to 2005.
It's roughly the 88 to 06, 05. Yeah.
Okay, so you mean to tell me everybody in sports was using steroids stuff for the NBA?
Well, no.
Now,
Is this a conspiracy theory?
no. So how did the NBA survive not using steroids? You mean to tell me a single person used steroids?
It did.
Do y'all remember?
Different
when we
kinds.
was younger?
Different kinds.
Hey, do y'all remember when we was younger? How old NBA players looked?
Yes.
And these dudes was pretty much bald-headed by the time they was 25 years old. Some people younger than that.
You want to hear a crazy
Yes.
story? Don McClain got suspended for steroids.
You're lying.
I'm dead serious. Look it up.
Wow.
Don McClain.
So why is it that the NBA somehow was the only league that didn't get popped for steroids throughout that time?
Pick me.
Go ahead, Mark.
Who was the guy at that time?
A certain bald guy by the name of Michael Jordan.
He went bald at 22.
His second year in the league, his shit was at the free throw line. You feel what I'm saying?
That's where I started.
And you mean to tell me that during the era of the 80s and 90s, where everybody was doing steroids, they was doing coke, everything like that, it just magically didn't happen in the NBA?
Well, no, Jordan said his teammates was doing coke. Remember he snitched on him?
Oh yeah, he was drinking orange juice,
He was
right?
drinking orange juice.
Hey, I have a question for y'all. too.
Fucking Matt Geiger was fucking suspended for steroids.
Matt Geiger. Look at the people who are being that we're talking about. Everybody was doing steroids.
Matt Geiger, Don McClain.
Everybody was doing steroids.
Wait,
So you mean to tell me
is that why he got suspended?
Jordan? No, he got suspended because of gambling. But here's the thing.
He was gambling with steroids.
Probably. So you mean to tell me this guy who you can physically see was stronger than a lot of people he went up against? Do y'all remember how Paul Malone used to look?
Oh yeah, can you imagine him with a 13-year-old girl?
Get out. Get out. Do y'all remember?
Get out.
Look, Alvin Hayes. Yeah. Alvin Hayes looked like he was a damn bodybuilder out there. You feel what I'm saying? Even wrestling had steroids, obviously, during that time.
Yes.
That was the 80s and 90s was fine. Everybody using steroids if you did some type of sport. You didn't
Only 13 players in the history of the NBA have ever officially been caught suspended for steroid use or PED.
That is the most bullshit shit in the world.
My boy Darth Vader says Vernon Maxwell at World Rage of Clyde Drexler was bald in his prime.
No,
have y'all not seen? Have you not seen like the actual like updated photos of what David Robinson actually looked like? Like, go look at those. There's a lot of photos now where they've actually taken the fuzzy photos of David Robinson dunking from the 90s that were so hazy, and they've actually made, dude, the vascularity on that man.
You're like Giannis.
Well, he was in the
literally.
Yeah, but yeah, he was doing steroids too. And he was good.
That's crazy.
But you feel what I'm saying? Ooh. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, like we're
Nick,
like I understand. Like, you know, we all love our heirs of all sports, but you know, I hate to see how certain people get accused of steroid use, even though LeBron, yes, and even though he gets consistently tested all the time, like everybody else does. Matter of fact, I think the one
he's not using steroids; he's using peptides. There's a difference.
Definitely a difference.
He's using peptides, which is everybody's using that now, and it
don't matter how many peptides you got. Why everybody ain't doing the same shit he doing?
Yeah, it depends.
You feel what I'm saying?
It depends how many Pepsis you take.
You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Pepsi. But yeah, we're not about to skip over the fact that the NBA just brushed everything under the rug when it comes to this steroids thing. When you can obviously see that these players on steroids. You know what I'm saying? There's the they play 82 games. Yes, they play 82 games. They was fucking juice. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was juiced.
And they were getting them. They weren't getting them cheap cigars. They were getting them Cuban ones that are illegal. So
you feel what I'm saying? That's why you were seeing all this incredible, crazy shit. That's why all these fights was going on throughout that time. It was roid rage. You feel what I'm saying? Then when the skill era came in, it didn't matter if you took steroids or not. You had to have skill. You still actually have to show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dog. We're not gonna skip over the fact and be delusional of the fact that the NBA was for sure on steroids, but act like they weren't.
Imagine if you was on steroid and had skills like Kobe.
You mean like Jordan?
Like Batman.
Relax.
That's what I call my names. You have
anybody? I've got one.
Cody, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark.
I don't have nobody calling names except for Batman.
So this is more of a public service announcement, and John, you might want to turn the music down for this one. Just a tiny bit. So it's that time of year, guys, girls, they, she, shim, shash, everybody. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody.
The Toronto mascots.
It's that time of year where there's going to be tons of these people popping up in your social media algorithms talking about fantasy football help. Don't pay anybody for that shit.
Nope.
Don't.
Please
don't pay for that shit, because you've got all these dudes out here that say that they do this all year round.
Hey,
even in sports betting as well. Don't pay for that shit. Don't pay for professional help, because no one's a professional sports bettor. Nobody makes money doing it. You do this shit for fun. You got extra money to spend on the side. You want to waste it like that? Please do it, but don't pay anybody for that shit. Please don't. So if you got questions,
I don't need one. To be honest.
I'll give you the best answer I can give you. I can back up some of it. Some of it I can't. I don't stay in the game like that anymore. Play a lot, still do it, but don't pay for people's shit and don't fall for gimmicks. Please don't. So that's just my public service announcement. I want everybody to have a good year, have fun doing it, do it for fun, wreck your friends league, make some money,
You said with your
and
friends?
Relax.
your friends league, Marcus, your
Oh,
friends
my bad.
leagues. So, and then you can poke fun at everybody, but don't get goaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. Here,
All right, I gotta go.
we'll be back here Friday, episode 499. By the way, after a week from tonight will be episode 500 Sports for You. Cody's gonna be on vacation. He'll be back. He'll be back the Tuesday after Labor Day when we getting ready for the NFL season. We're gonna preview week 0 of the college football season coming up. You got a couple of games, notable games. North Carolina's playing TCU in Dublin. USC's playing Florida State. Stanford's playing. Florida State's also playing this weekend. So a couple of
TCU's playing, I think.
Yeah, TCU in North Carolina are in Dublin. And then
Oh, you said that, yeah. My bad.
so yeah,
TCU says for
relax.
titties come.
Mark,
Oh,
chill.
Sorry.
Make sure you hit the
Sheesh.
subscribe button for Sports for You and Ballers and Briefs on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Sports for You Podcast, Ballers and Briefs. Follow us at Master Debaters on X and Instagram. Follow us individually at John Watson 0984, X, Instagram, TikTok. At High on Mark on Instagram, High on Mark 1 on X. At 99 Gorilla on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Of course, we call Cody at Ballers and Briefs. And we will see y'all Friday, Cody. Have a fun vacation. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And enjoy the nights of the college football the NFL preseason. Good luck with your fantasy drafts this week.
When is ours, John?
Ours will be this Sunday. So we're gonna finalize it after the show. So we'll talk about that next Tuesday when
Football
Cody gets
every
back.
week until February,
So
or until the end of
Enjoy it.
February.
week 0 coming up. Enjoy the sports and stay hydrated. If you're going through a heat wave, please stay hydrated. This has been Sport. This has been Master Debaters. I'm John. That's Mark.
Sometimes.
That's Nick.
Yes, sir.
That's Cody. And catch me tomorrow on Sports for You Wrestling.
Pete
Yeah.
Alonso.
And Monday on Tribal Warzone. Peace.
Master D-BATES. We stay lit. If you want the truth, come take your seat. Join the D-BATE. Bring the heat. One mic, 4 angles, no fear, no pause. Big names, big swings. That's our cause.